Hi, I'm Tomohiro from the University of Tokyo. Today, I'd like to share my research on sensation of walking generated by passive whole body motions in Heave and Yield directions. The main goal of this study is to find how we can create a sensation of walking for seated participants in virtual environment as if participants were walking. Let me show you some previous studies to create a sensation of walking. A sensation of walking in VR was mainly created by locomotion devices for people who are actually doing a walking action. The studies have attempted to generate a sensation of walking using multisensory information in a passive state, that is, the without body action. For example, some studies focus on mimicking haptic interaction between the sole and the ground during walking. Here, we use the motorized chair to move the user up and down, or twist, whose cycle was identical to that during actual walking. Our pilot study showed that it is effective to induce a sensation of walking using these stimuli, but it is unclear which parameter is critical for enabling stationary users to experience virtual walking. So the goal of this study is to identify the critical parameters for enabling stationary users to experience virtual walking without whole body action via psychophysical experiments. The stimuli of the body motion were presented using the 4 degrees of freedom motion ride simulator. Participants are seated on the motion ride simulator and then wore HMD and earplugs. The task of the participants was to grade their level of agreement with the statements: I felt like I was walking, I felt motion sickness, I felt my body lifted up. Here is the result of the second experiment, combinations of Heave and Yield motion. Blue indicated the higher walking sensation scores. Roughly, stimulus combination in the red box rated high. We found three-way interactions between cycle, Heave, and Yield, and further analysis revealed that the Heave motions presented with small Yield motion influences the difference between two walking conditions. In addition, our results suggest that the passive whole body motion with a vertical amplitude that is 1/4 of that of actual walking or less is most effective for generating a pseudo-walking sensation for certain users. This difference will be due to the overestimation of sensory feedback, because an reference copy of the motor command is not sent to the brain in passive whole body motion. So we also found a negative correlation between walking sensation and the motion sickness scores. So here is the summary of my talk. That's all. Thank you for watching.